Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to another episode of JLD Reactions. Today we're going to be watching an episode of Doctor Who. This is Season 2, Episode 2, entitled Tooth and Claw. So last week's episode, they went to the Earth in the future, or the new Earth. And we got to learn a lot more about Cassandra, whom I love. I actually think I liked her better before they showed her as a human. I meant, as a, human. I kind of like the mystery of her being like a big piece of skin a little bit better, but that's alright. Okay, guys, I don't want to ramble too much. Let's get started, but before we do, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell so you can see when I put up new videos. And also, you can get the full reaction to this video and other videos on Patreon. Okay, let's get started, guys. Is this Doctor Who?
I'm very attached to my thumb. 1879. Same difference.
You'll explain your presence and the nakedness of this girl.
Are we in Scotland?
How can you be ignorant of that?
Oh, I'm dazed and confused. I've been chasing this wee naked child over hill and over dale.
Okay, so I know that he's a Scottish actor, so I feel like they created this episode specifically for him so he can use his Scottish accent.
Rose, might I introduce Her Majesty Queen Victoria, Empress of India and Defender of the Faith.
Like a stamp.
I wanted to say, we are not.
You know how I feel about historical figures, but they did alright with Dickens, so let's see what they do with Queen Victoria.
£5 I can make her say it.
Well, if I gamble on that, it'd be an abuse of my privilege as a traveller in time.
This, I take it, is the famous Endeavour.
All my father's work, built by hand in his final years, became something of an obsession. He spent his money on this rather than caring for the house or himself.
I wish I'd met him. I like him. That thing's beautiful. Can I,
Help yourself.
What did he model it on?
I know nothing about it. To be honest, most of us thought him a little...
So, okay, I don't want to interrupt again, but why doesn't the Doctor wear, like, a cool leather jacket and jeans like he used to? I mean, I know it's a different actor, but he's still the same old Doctor, right? His personality... Well, don't tell me. I'll find out later. But his personality doesn't change. His likes don't change. He just looks different. Right? So why is his wardrobe different? That's not how the other Doctor dressed. That's not how Christopher Eccleston dressed.
I wish now I'd spent more time with him and listened to his stories.
It's a bit rubbish. How many prisms has it got? Way too many. The magnification's gone right over the top. That's a stupid kind of... Am I being rude again?
Yep.
But it's pretty. It's very pretty.
And
It's said...
Excuse me, sir. Perhaps Her Majesty's party could repair to their rooms. It's almost dark.
Of course. Yes, of course.
and then supper. And could we find some clothes for Miss Tyler? I'm tired of nakedness.
It's not. They came through the house in silence. They took the steward and the master and my lady. Listen, I've got a friend. He's called the Doctor. He'll know what to do. You've got to come with me. Oh, but I can't, miss. What's your name? Flora. Flora, we'll be safe. There's more people arrive downstairs, soldiers and everything. They can help us. I promise. Come on. Okay, come on. Oh, miss, I did warn you. He's not dead. I don't think. He must be drugged or something.
Begin your tale, Sir Robert. There's a chill in the
Crap,
air.
what's it called?
When
Not spirituality, but spiritism. Was she into spiritism? Because I know it was really big around that time, and people did seances and stuff. Because this is the Victorian age, Victorian era, and I think it was very popular during that time.
wind is howling through the eaves, tell us of monsters.
Look, inside your eyes, you've seen it too.
Seen what?
The wolf, there is something of the wolf about you.
I don't know what you mean.
You burn like the sun, but all I require is the moon.
You burned like the sun when she took in the TARDIS.
Father didn't treat
When she
it
became
as
the
a story.
Phoenix.
He said it was fact. He even claimed to have communed with the beast, to have learned its purpose.
For us to die! Don't say that, Flora!
All right, you men, we should retreat upstairs. Come with me.
I'll not retreat. The battle's done. There's no creature on God's earth could survive such an assault.
I'm telling you, come upstairs!
I am telling you, sir, I will sleep well tonight with that thing's hide upon my wall.
Yeah, right.
It must have crawled away to death.
There's nothing we can do.
We kill it.
So why didn't it kill them the first night that they brought it in? Oh.
Your Majesty! Your Majesty!
Sir Robert, what's happening? I heard such terrible noises.
Your Majesty, we've got to get out. But what of Father Angelo? Is he still here?
Captain Reynolds disposed of him.
The front door's no good. It's been boarded shut. Pardon me, Your Majesty. You'll have to leg it out of a window.
Excuse my manners, ma'am, but I shall go first, the better to assist Her Majesty's egress.
A noble sentiment, my Sir Walter Raleigh.
Yeah, any chance you could hurry up? I reckon the monkey boys want us to stay inside.
Do they know who I am?
Yeah, that's why they want you. The wolf's lined you up for a biting.
Now stop this talk. There can't be an actual wolf.
Wait a minute. Shh. Wait. Shh. It stopped. It's gone.
Listen.
Is this the only door?
Yes. No!
So the wolf could break through that metal cell, but he couldn't break through that. He couldn't break through.
Don't say that, Your Majesty.
I would destroy myself rather than let that creature infect me. But that's no matter. I ask only that you find some place of safekeeping for something far older and more precious than myself.
Hardly the time to worry about your valuables.
Thank you for your opinion. But there is nothing more valuable than this.
Your Majesty.
Is that the Koh we know?
Oh, yes. The greatest diamond in the world.
Given to me as the spoils of war. Perhaps its legend is now coming true. It is said that whoever owns it must surely die.
Well, that's true of anything if you wait long enough. Can I?
All this was true, and they planned against it, laying the real trap not for you, but for the wolf.
That wolf there.
Okay, so before we keep going further, I think I got a little confused because, okay, my understanding was that the bad wolf, that was some type of signal that Rose or the Doctor or the TARDIS left so they could reconnect with each other in time. But then for some reason I was thinking that this was somehow connected to that, but maybe it's not connected to that. I think I'm just confused. A confused person. But don't tell me, please. Well, I'll look it up, I guess.
I committed treason for you. But now my wife will remember me with honor.
Oh shit! Why? Why not put on some mistletoe or something?
Not remotely amused. And henceforth, I banish you.
I'm sorry?
I have rewarded you, Sir Doctor. And now you're exiled from this empire, never to return. I don't know what you are, the two of you, or where you're from. But I know that you consort with stars and magic and think it fun. But your world is steeped in terror and blasphemy and death, and I will not allow it. You will leave these shores, and you will reflect, I hope, on how you came to stray so far from all that is good, and how much longer you may survive this terrible life. Now leave my world. And although we may not speak of these events in public, they will not be forgotten. I promise you that. Your husband's sacrifice, the ingenuity of his father, they will live on.
But how?
I saw last night that Great Britain has enemies beyond imagination, and we must defend our borders on all sides. I propose an institute to investigate these strange happenings and to fight them. I would call it Torchwood. The Torchwood Institute.
So this
and
is
if
how
this
Torchwood.
Doctor should return, then he should beware, because Torchwood will be waiting.
Oh, wow, so Torchwood's going to be his enemy? But that can't be possible because I already know that Captain Jack is going to be a part of Torchwood. So, I wonder how that's going to work. Okay, guys, that was a really good episode. I really enjoyed that episode. And I have to admit that when it first started off, I was like, I don't know about this one. But then once they actually got in the house and the werewolf scenes took off, I thought it was very fast-paced. I do wish that they would have had maybe... This is going to sound crazy, but I wish that they maybe had a little bit less action. I think too much action can sometimes get a little bit boring. But overall, I enjoyed the episode, loved the episode. I feel like I should give it like a 7.5 or an 8. I feel like that's a proper score. I would give it, it's right in around that range of, you know, the Doctor Dances, which I reviewed, which I changed the score of. Yada yada. You can go look for the message I put on the community board. Anyway, yeah, good episode. Now, like I said, I did get confused about the wolf and the Empire of Wolf, because I really thought that was going to be some type. I thought that was some type of reference to Bad Wolf, but actually I don't think they're connected at all. So maybe not. Yeah, but that's pretty much it. Good episode. I'm trying to think. Is there anything that really happened besides the Torchwood thing? That's probably the biggest thing that came out of this episode. Torchwood. Because everybody keeps telling me about Torchwood, and I know Captain Jackson Torchwood. But, like I said, this is the founding of it. I didn't realize that Torchwood went all the way back to the Victorian age. I thought it was more of a modern thing that they had just come up with. But that's okay. That makes perfect sense, because in real life, like the Illuminati, if you believe in that stuff, and a lot of organizations really date back hundreds, if not thousands of years. So, anyway, good episode, guys. I will give it a 7.5 to an 8. I need to think about it. Yeah, and that's it. Okay, guys, I'll see you next week. Bye. And there's somebody, I'm pretty sure that's a possum. It's a possum. There's a possum that hangs out around my house.